Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Voices Randomish. I'm your host, Eldridge Alexander, and as always, with me are my two lovely sisters. And up in the corner with her headband on tonight is the fabulous
D'Artagnan Winters.
And down in the bottom is the beautiful, as always,
Denise Highsmith.
And you know what? Tonight is a fun, but we have some serious stuff to talk to you about. So why don't you have a sip and a seat? I'm on a sabbatical. So guess what I got? I got a sip. I have had several sips of water. And that reminds me, today I was watching something on the news and it was about this water called real water. And I don't know if you heard about it, but it was being sold as that alkaline water where they enhance the water, and it turns out these kids start getting sick, and one girl got so sick she was going to need a liver transplant, and it turns out that they thought that it may have been stemmed from the real water plant. And what I really want to do is see if I can find this guy who was doing he was basically sending the information and having a discussion with the police, and he was saying that people were that he was responsible for having the actual put the chemicals in the water. So that was the way that was. It was like, all right, so I just want to cue up a couple of things. I see the live stream is going. We are live. So
it didn't say we record. You're not recording it?
Live on YouTube, live stream.
All right.
So
all right.
Be in the house. You always got to do that backup check, y'all, to make sure. And I did see that it says the recording is going to be converted when we're done. So hey, anything we say can and will be used us in the court of YouTube. That's all. All right, y'all. So it was crazy this week. I mean, it's all kind of stuff happening. I mean, you got everything from water to people with guns to gasoline. So after I heard about the real water issue where the little girl was going to need the liver transplant and everything, then they started noticing it with other kids. So if anybody is out there and you are purchasing something called real water, stop it right now. Because real water, there's some real problems with real water. Let me see. Right, let me see if I can actually find that real quick for us. Hold on. I'm pretty sure we can find it. Real water. It was a very interesting story. So I'm going to share my screen real quick because I queued it up. You know, the stuff you hear about, you don't even think about it. And a lot of times I just pull up the stuff and I'll see something on there. So here's what happened this morning. It said that the real water, alkaline water, was being recalled. And they said that pretty much, like I said, it was a girl, a young lady, a kid, probably about 9 years old. So I can't find everything out here on it. But if you go out there and you look for real water alkaline, you should be able to find any news stories on it. You know, the liver problems that the little girl experienced. But in any case, this is a public service announcement. Don't publish any real water because the real water might make you real sick. That's what I really want to tell you.
It's shown that it was a 5-year-old.
5-year-old. Okay.
Yep.
Did you find the story? What's the title on the story, D'Artagnan?
It is a CBS News. It says real water faces lawsuit after 5-year-old girl gets seriously ill. It was excruciating.
Okay, let me go in here and get this. So
I just typed in real water recall.
Okay.
And the story started popping up.
Yep, there it is. And we should be able to. All right. It's going to make us continue all this crazy stuff. But if you have a chance, make sure that you go in and you watch the story on this, on the water issue that they're having, because you wouldn't want your kids exposed. And especially since people travel different places around the country, then of course you never know what's going to happen. So just the word to the wise. All right, we're going to move on to the next story. The next story that we had that we really just want to share with you was about the 400 shootings that occurred across the country in the United States. There's this epidemic, and it seems to be that a lot of shootings. I mean, D'Artagnan, you were in Chicago this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was it? How was it there for you?
It was fine for me because I know how to sit down somewhere. I ain't go nowhere. I went and dropped my mother off at her sister's house, and I went to my auntie's house and I sat down. I got a whole glass of sat down.
I
was
oh,
not-
glad to sit down. I ain't
I
heard
was
that one.
not trying to be out in the streets because, especially as it's starting to get warmer out, is when it started to get worse. And I ain't got time to be playing with Chicago like that. And I got to go back down there next week.
Well, I'm going to show you this because they said the U.S. had nearly 200 mass shootings in 2021 so far. Here's the full list. So even though we have COVID and we might be getting better with that, it seems that we are having people. There's a crisis, it seems to me, where I don't know what is it that people don't really know how to manage their issues or whatever it is. I don't know, but let's just take a look at this, and I hope.
Wasn't it the 10-year-old that went? How old was the girl that went into the middle school and shot up the middle school
in Idaho?
Idaho.
Yeah, middle school kid, somewhere 12 or 13.
Like, but what is going on?
I know.
Do you think it's bullying or something? But check this out. Now let's just look at this first of all. Let's look at this. The Gun Violence Archive has counted nearly 200 shooters in the U.S. as of May 10th, as of yesterday, y'all. Wow. More than 15,000 people have died 2021 from gun-related violence. We're on track to have more shootings in 2021 than any recent year on record. That's crazy. What is going on? I mean, I don't know. I feel like people have been cooped up. And yep. I'm thinking that one with the school kids is bullying. That there's been cyberbullying going on, and now you're back in school, I'm gonna get your ass.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one theory. The other one is that, I've been cooped up in the house. This gun, I just found it, and now I'm gonna see, I'm gonna see if it's real or if the people, play around with it or whatever. And the third one is just don't give a damn.
I think there's a lot of mental illness coming out now too, that everybody's being cooped up, and there's a lot of depression.
And did you know that they said that middle school kids are the fastest population of kids that are committing suicide?
What? No, I didn't know that.
I saw that not too long ago.
I'm not even surprised. That's the age where they're in between, like you're not a child anymore, but you're trying to be an adult, and they want to be accepted or have issues at home, and they want to do what grown-ups do or think they want to be grown, but there's a lot of mental illness.
And so that's the thing about it is I think you're right, D'Artagnan, Denise, we're in a mental health crisis, and because there's so much stigma in some communities about even talking about mental health, and the mere fact that you would be as a parent have to say my child has a mental illness, that boomerangs back to the parent. You must not be doing something right.
Yeah.
She froze. Yeah, she froze.
What are some things that you would want to do? Did I freeze again?
Yes.
The reason why I asked that question is because it says your internet, like you, are unstable. Hey, you gotta laugh at life, because if you be serious about everything, then you'll be one of the casualties that we're talking about tonight, right?
Right.
So there's a mental health crisis, I would venture to say, and I think it's been exacerbated by the fact that people have been in the house and maybe not able to let off steam the way that they normally do. What were you going to say, Denise? I see you ready to say.
No, go ahead. I was just.
No, go ahead. I saw you looking at something.
No, just about what you're saying, the mental crisis of the teenagers. Yeah.
I kind of think my whole thing is I don't know what you guys think, but I think talking to someone, and I was watching an episode yesterday. You ain't gonna believe what it was. It was something about after the poll. It was on Demand and Sling, and it was like these dancers on there were talking about the different challenges and things that they have as exotic dancers, and people think that you make a grip of money and it's all exotic and everything. So this one lady went to her other friend and said that she was really struggling because she was trying to figure out her exit strategy, because no person really grows up and says, I want to be a dancer till I'm 65. Or I want
Right.
to be a pimp till I'm 65. Because we all know ain't no disability plans, no social security, no medical, none of that. So the young lady was talking about the hardships she faced and the reason why she went into the dancing world, but also the taboo and the stigma around the fact that she had a hard time even coming in, because it is a stigma scene and people like, you don't need to talk to nobody, you know, you need a drink or whatever it else, everything other than talking to somebody. And she said,
Right.
and I commend her for this, she said, my mother had an addictive personality. My mother has been on the streets. I don't really know my mother. She said, so I figure I have an addictive personality. I'm not going to try drinking or drugs or anything to escape. Her friend told her about speaking to a counselor, and this counselor now has offered to see her, you know, even on gratis, even if she can't afford to pay, because even a counselor admitted that a dancer, one in that profession, those the exotic dancers, they don't usually seek any type of help outside of their normal circle. And the fact that she did was something she said, hey, this is a big step for that community at large. And the fact that you trust me. So who do you talk to if you weren't going to talk to a professional out there? Who would you talk to share if you were having mental health issues? And I open that up for our Voices Randomness community out there to think about. Who would you talk to?
All right. I would write it down to try to get it out of me. And then I had to call my sisters. We got a 911. I'm having a breakdown. I thought we had a couple of those last year during the damn COVID shutdown.
Yes, we did.
I was doing really bad last year. Like now I'm doing okay. Last year, oh my goodness, it was bad for me last year. Like I was like mentally just not okay, but I'm good.
Because you're used to moving around, and that was the thing. I think it was such an abrupt halt to our lifestyle. That many of us, you know, that was what I was thinking. It was like you're getting ready to go on your vacation to your birthday, and then all of a sudden the world actually stops. And I can only identify from that perspective because we were all a part of that experience, right? Of looking forward to it. And even the whole thing about coming to connect with Denise, it was like the world put everything on a halt. And so anything that you had as an outlet, it's like, now what? I barely touch myself, let alone.
And you're stuck in the house. It's not like right now how it's kind of opened up a little and we get to, you know, socialize, whether at our friend's house or, you know, in small groups in restaurants or bars. But last year, you're just stuck in one place. And I mean, for me, just moving from one place to another and missing my family or missing my close friends and sisters from, you know, wherever, Green Bay or Cleveland, and, you know, just not seeing the same people, not being able to touch and hug someone. Ooh.
Well, we know you miss Green Bay because we could see behind you.
You see all that.
Miss us. Yeah. Y'all, so we see you rocking the GB colors back there. Right on, right on. Yeah. And I think you onto something. And I think that there's a trickle down effect that parents may be able to cope with it. But I think now you're seeing preteens, adolescent teens, teenagers that didn't have coping skills and their parents didn't have access to coping mechanisms or counseling. And now you're seeing people trying to deal with things the best way they can. I saw a couple of things that really disturbed me. And now that we're into this conversation out there for people when they were talking about access to certain things.
Gonna have to repeat it, sister. You're gonna have to repeat it.
Okay, am I frozen still?
Okay, now you're
fine, but you got to repeat it.
Okay, so I was reading something last week about the lack of access to pharmacies and in neighborhoods that are primarily Black and Hispanic. Yep. And so for those people that are trying to sign up for vaccines or do anything like that, it's always that assumption that people actually have access to the goods and services that they need for survival. Right. So I think that part of that is impacting people's psyche, because you think about it when you look on the internet, because everything is, you can see everything, right? It's not like TV where somebody created something and you say, okay, that was filmed 3 weeks ago. It might not even still be relevant, right?
Right.
but we get to watch people have lives and live lives of quality in real time. And then we expect those people who are, remember I told you about the voyeurism, that people are always watching. Always looking.
Yep.
And that is why internet is so good. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. People are watching and they are like pissed when they look sometimes and see the lavish lifestyle, or the, for lack of a better term, the haves and the have-nots. The widening wealth gap in this country, and the widening access to basic necessities such as a grocery store, where you can buy fresh fruits, vegetables, and general things that you need, right? Those things are becoming scarcer in communities, certain communities. So I'm saying that to ask you, is there any wonder that there's a rise in violence in some of the disenfranchised or diminished communities? Because people are just simply frustrated.
Yeah.
And then you put guns in people's hands.
Yeah.
But
and taking the guns out of those people's hands ain't gonna change it either, because the guns that they have aren't even got legally.
Right.
So they're trying to do all these gun reforms, but who is that gonna hurt other than the people that actually go and get registered to own their weapons? The ones that are out here shooting up the damn neighborhoods, those guns are not registered. They're not going down to a gun store and getting them legally. They're going down to the corner and getting them from the back of somebody's car.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And the serial numbers and everything else is filed off. So why are you even tripping about that? The ones that got me were the shootings that we saw recently, where the person said that the people where he was registering were warned that this person had a mental illness issue, and yet he still was sold a gun, and then sometimes because of the color of your skin, you don't necessarily go through the hoops that other people go through to get access to those weapons. And so therefore you have a weapon and you totally unstable and shouldn't have it, but there's no check and balance for you, right?
Right.
So 400 shootings across the country, 57 in Chicago, and you said 7 murders. All on Mother's Day weekend. You would
Mother's Day weekend.
That's what freaked me out and why I stopped and had to listen. I turned on the TV and it said a record number of shootings across the U.S., over 400 plus shootings during this Mother's Day weekend. And I was like, what?
Huh. Wow.
Normally you couldn't get into a restaurant.
You can.
Everybody was so full from eating, they couldn't pick up a gun.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, and I was looking at, because I'm looking at relocating and just looking at crime rates and stuff. So I was doing a lot of searching and stuff in there. And they're saying Detroit has passed St. Louis as far as being number 1 in crime now.
What the hell?
And murder.
Damn.
And that's where my mother is moving to this year.
It's hard to get past St. Louis to be the crime neighbor. No, East St. Louis.
St. Louis is not number 1 anymore. It's now Detroit.
Wow.
This we going in circles. Okay, Chicago this year, St. Louis next year, Kansas the next year, Detroit the next year, and then we're gonna loop back around to Ohio and then bring it on up. They even said in New York it's ridiculous. They said there's been a lot of shootings in New York. Between the shootings and the fact that the airline won't refund people their damn money from these tickets, all hell gonna break loose in the summer.
Speaking of which, I gotta get on there and see what my coupon expire. I need to take a trip before my thing expire.
That's true.
Yep. They said that this morning there were people I saw, they said billions of dollars of plane tickets that will expire. And the airlines, they may have to have the FSA or whoever it is, the Federal Aviation and the government go in and mandate that they push out the extension of the dates, because the number of people that are holding tickets that are going to expire far exceed the capacity to get all those people on planes and let them use their tickets before they expire. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
You've got 3 billion people. You ain't going to be able to put 3 billion flights out there. I'm just using it as a
I
number.
got to get on there and check my coupon. I'm glad you just brought that up.
Listen, I'm the public service queen, y'all. If y'all ain't watching the news, I'm gonna hear about the public service stuff that will impact you, right? You need to know where to fill up your tank, because I'm here to tell you that there's gas running out all over like 14 states on the eastern seaboard. Apparently, Colonial Pipeline, one of the major suppliers of East Coast gas, was hit by a ransomware attack. For those of you who don't know what a ransomware attack, we did a show probably about 18 months ago when we talked about ransomware and phishing, people getting your passwords and all your information. Well, this is on major scale. They claim it's Russia, Denise. They claim that it's Russian ransomware hijackers.
Yeah.
So I tell you that to say that gas is going to be over $3 and something in the next day. And they say if you haven't filled up, you better go fill up. Denise, you were telling us about something that happened. What was that you were saying about somebody ran out of gas? Or was it you or D'Artagnan?
Yes, a friend of my daughter's, her mom came to visit her in Birmingham, drove from Atlanta, and she turned around to go back home. And she said, oh, I got enough gas to take me back to Atlanta. It's just 2-hour drive, 2 and something. Get to Atlanta, and there's no gas across the whole city of Atlanta. There's no gas.
Yeah, they said that it was impacting 14 states all the way up from Florida all the way up. And you could see it was Atlanta, North Carolina, South Carolina, the DC area, all of that eastern seaboard. If you just go up from Florida, you at your own risk. So
she said, I should have got gas
they
in
did
Birmingham.
extend it, Elle.
Say it again.
They extended my voucher. I don't expire until 22 now.
Okay, because this morning it was on the news saying that if you had a voucher check, because Southwest was giving people conniption fits by not extending.
So they changed it.
They must have got to them because of the news story this morning.
Yeah, mine says January of 2022.
Okay, good. You good.
So I got to the end of this year to use it though, y'all.
You better use it this summer. I got my gas, even though I don't know how much it affects Texas. The gas lines were long. I went to Costco this afternoon and just filled up. I was at half a tank, but I said, let me just fill it all the way up.
Listen, we in Wisconsin. I'm about to go fill up tomorrow morning. I don't even care because there's a trickle down effect, and we already got that extra gas tax on us. We pay extra 20-some cents. Everybody else paying $1 or $2 or something. We got the extra quarter. So if it goes up, that means we probably gonna get an extra 50 cents, that quarter, and then that gasoline tax here.
Yes,
it's crazy. So people, we telling y'all, first of all, if you haven't filled up your tank, I don't care where you live, fill up your tank, right? Fill up your tank. Do that. Oh, you said you can stop after work. You ain't gonna worry. All right, now let's go to the last thing we have on tonight. We talked about the ransomware. We talked about the shootings. We talked about real water. Don't drink it because it's going to make you real sick. We told you that. Now let's talk about some stupid Mother's Day gifts or fun-loving Mother's Day gifts. So I'm going to share my screen for this because I thought these were pretty funny. Let me just get out here first and let me find the article first and then I can share. It's been kind of crazy today, y'all. I got to tell you.
I was looking at some of them there. I was seeing while you looking up sharing their screen that they were saying that anything that involves house cleaning, do not buy for Mother's Day. Don't buy me no damn vacuum cleaner or nothing that requires me to go do something around the house. Don't want no coffee maker. Don't want no damn toaster oven. Okay.
You better not bring no mop and no broom or nothing like that, and either you're gonna get hit.
Man,
don't want none of that. You want to give me a good gift? Give me a month's worth of the Happy Maid coming to clean my house so I don't have to clean for a month. Give me massages. Give me things that'll cater to the things that I need to give me a break from my everyday what's going on. Like, don't give me nothing that's telling me that my house ain't clean enough. What?
Yeah, I would be kind of pissed too if somebody brought you something in telling you, here's a year's supply of Norwax. That's
right.
It's like, how dare you? Or here you go, Pampers Chef. Excuse me, you about to get hit with this rolling pin. You bring me a damn rolling pin and Tupperware. Now I know Tupperware is expensive, but I don't give a damn about locking in the freshness. Okay,
no,
I really don't.
Not for your birthday, not for Mother's Day. That means I'm preparing something in the kitchen. No.
Right.
That's right. I got to cook for somebody to do something. I thought some of these cups on Etsy were kind of cool. I want to show this. It was one in here said,
What's that say about sorry about your
I'm
other
going to show you
children?
right now. Mom, sorry about your other children. At least you have me.
Have
And
me.
then you can I thought that one was really cute. So, you know, you can have different ones they showing on that. So that was kind of cute. I thought those were nice. Let me just see what else I can find. I had this, let's see. Oh, this one was kind of cute too. You see it?
Keep that shit up.
You're a great mom.
Keep that shit up. Yeah.
So I thought that was cute. And then there's one other one out here that I really want to find for you guys that I thought was hilarious.
Is that a pair of earrings that look like a roll of toilet paper?
A roll of toilet paper.
What is that?
Those are the ones that I'm going to show you. I'm going to go right back and I'll show you. Hold on. It was a roll of, it was these earrings that look like a roll of toilet paper that they have. So hold on one second. Just bear with me here. Let's see. We'll close that out. But it was really kind of cool. Okay, breaking news. All right, I can go there. Yeah, I hate when I lose my feed, but that was a good one. So it was funny Mother's Day gifts. All right, we'll go right back to it. Some of our favorites were out there. Okay, good. It stopped the share for a minute. So what's the best Mother's Day gift that either of you have ever gotten?
I don't know. Probably all the handmade stuff my kids did for me.
Okay.
And I still got it all.
Yes. Yes. Gifts
you have
that are
all?
personally made.
This is one that I'm going to show you. I think this cup is funny. I'll share my screen again. I thought this one was pretty cool. There's some cute ones out there. Every now and then you find one. I think this one is hilarious. So, okay, so watch when you see this one. Come on, are you going to let us see? Okay, I had it too big, but out. Oh my God, what troll is in my computer? You see it?
Of all the,
I saw it. I was like, okay.
Wow.
That's a good one, right? I thought that was a really good message. Let's see if there's a couple more out here that I saw that I thought were really cute. Oh, this one where she had mom's reason to whine and then the kids' names on it.
Yeah, that's
and
cute.
And then instead of grandkids, may I interest you in a mug? That's for the mother that's always asking you for the grandkids and stuff like that. So you might just want to take that out there to them. All right, I got a few more things out here that I actually want to show. Let me just see real quick. This one, this one, I hate that I let it go down, but it was like some weird Mother's Day gifts. I can't even type today, y'all. It's been one of those weeks, one of those days, and it ain't even the middle of the week. Let's see if we find it. No, they were stupid. I typed in stupid Mother's Day gifts, and it was this one that I really wanted y'all to see. And then we'll call it a night, y'all. Let's see. 23 Mother's Day gifts that'll make a laugh out loud. I think this was it. So just this one is cute cards that they have. I turned out awesome, Mom. My favorite child gave me this mug. There was one that I had, like, stuff like this don't do anything for this. You know, this is a shopping buddy, a damn troll or whatever it is. And then they have some other ones. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. You know, things like that. So I haven't even thought about what the nicest, you know, I take that back. I think the best Mother's Day gift I ever got was probably a bracelet, with some diamonds. It was like a diamond bracelet, not like all the way around, but it was a gold bracelet from Z.O.S.E and it had some diamonds on it. It was really kind of nice. And then
I was gonna say, my kids gave me something there's a store here similar to Pandora, but it's all sterling silver, a store in Texas called James Avery. It's across the South. They're in Oklahoma, Texas. I forgot where else, but there's a heart necklace and ring. I don't have the necklace, but the ring is really cute. It's like one side of the heart is larger than the other. So they call it mother and child ring. So it kind of looks like a mother and a child, just the curve of the heart. But yeah, I like jewelry. So some of the jewelry that's for Mother's Day is also sentimental,
Yeah, those, you're right about that when you get like a necklace or something like that. And then they had a whole bunch of gifts out there that people could get that cost like under $20 that people could get, less. It was tagged Mother's Day gifts that's less than a bouquet of flowers. And we know how much flowers cost. Roses
yeah.
can cost you anywhere between $75 for the low end. If you get some really good ones, up to a couple of $100 I've actually seen.
Yeah, once she did me a hand painting this year, she's got another one coming that she said she didn't finish it yet. So she did a couple. That was really cool. And she did one with one of my father's favorite sayings, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself.
Okay.
One of his favorites.
Or get that, okay, what I'm gonna think of one where he always says something about the ching ching machine.
Oh, pussy and paper go hand in hand.
And you got that ching ching machine.
Oh, if you didn't get Winter told me
things.
about another one she was doing for you. That's another one of his favorites. So I already know what's coming.
Oh, okay. Well, not on-air appropriate. Is that what you're trying to say?
Something with a few F's in it.
Oh, the 3 F's.
Something to do with.
Well, hey, you just never know what you're gonna get from your parents. That's why the wisdom and wit of Calvin Thigpen Sr. will live on through his words eternally.
Yes.
We already know that each one of us got some saying,
right?
Resonated with us from him, So thanks for that. We appreciate you on that, Brother Calvin. Well, it's been a great Mother's Day weekend for me. I'm still standing, still above ground. Got to talk to my daughter. She was in Grenada, so it's kind of cool. And I wasn't one of the casualties this weekend. I didn't get a stupid Mother's Day gift, but I didn't drink no real water. Oh, no. I'm good. What's your frequency out there, people? We want to know how you doing. How was your Mother's Day? What was the gift that you got? Did you think it was a great gift? Do you wish you had got a better gift? Do you want different kids next year?
All of my gifts were good. I didn't really get a whole lot, but all of my gifts were good. Like I got a bottle of my favorite Ciroc from my mother and flowers. And I got another charm for my Pandora bracelet from David. I got the plaques and stuff from Winter. So I mean, everything that I got this year was good.
And then we got
everything that I got was
we got to eat. That food in that freezer, we gonna have that good.
I know.
Have our sister brunch. I wish you was here, Denise, because we're gonna get together and throw down. You know how that's gonna be. Feed our face. Then we still got to get a trip to come see you.
I had seafood boil today.
Did you?
Was it good?
I had crab legs and shrimp today. It was delicious.
Yeah.
Where's my plate then?
It was only one bag of crab legs. They don't give you 4 clusters.
Right. You ain't kidding about that. I'm all good though. I made some grits today, which was really good.
I know you got a deep freezer full of them.
Yeah, I make my grits and stuff. So I had that. I was good. I usually only eat like once, twice a day anyway, maybe once.
Yes.
So, well, anyway, y'all, it's been real tonight. I hope y'all tuned in to Voices Randomish tonight. We are going to be going on hiatus in a couple of weeks. So we're probably doing one more show, at which time we are going to probably give away a couple of items before we head out for the summer. And then I'll do some interviews in the summer because we're going to be out hanging out. And then we'll be back in the fall with you guys. So tune in with us next week. We'll wrap up the season and we're going to get ready for summer, right?
Yeah.
Summer fun out there. So
what's your
biggest
hot girl summer?
I'm looking for something, a warm week summer.
Girls. Yes.
I take whatever I can get, I really am looking forward to summer this year because I feel like even though it was warm and we really didn't go out of the house to do too much, I feel like you didn't really have a summer. So I'm hoping this year that we actually have some music on the Ave. I heard that's supposed to be coming back this week. Music on the Ave Thursday, and we're going to have 65 to 70 degree weather. So I'm looking forward to that, girl. Yes. Yeah. Ain't nobody playing. So Denise, what you waiting on to happen for the summer? What's the thing you waiting to happen? Have happen?
Summer? Well, summer will be moving to Seattle, but
Moving
it's
again.
kind of temporary. Summer I'll be going to Seattle, but I'm looking forward to summer being between Seattle and Houston, maybe a trip to Miami.
Okay.
But you know I'm coming to Green Bay in the fall because Seattle plays Green Bay in Green Bay. So
Well,
we'll
you know
have to do something.
That ain't, you ain't said nothing, but that's gonna be a party ollie weekend for us.
Weekend, yes.
Oh, we gonna throw
Sure.
down, tear it up.
As
Soon
a
as the
matter of
calendar
fact,
come out, make sure you let me know so I can take them days off immediately.
I think the schedule comes out tomorrow, this week. I think it does. I
Okay.
think it's this week. So when we see that football schedule, we are going to make
PTO
some
planned accordingly. Y'all hear that? We already ready for the football season. We ready for some football, but we still ready for hot girl sizzling summer, okay? Yeah, it's gonna be all that and then some, you know. We hope you guys have a really good night tonight. I'm sure that whatever the presents or the gifts that you got from your children, loved ones, or what have you, that you enjoyed it. We hope you're staying safe. Don't do nothing we wouldn't do. Again, don't drink the water. It's not right. The real water ain't right. It's wrong.
The real water ain't real water.
It's wrong. It ain't right.
It's wrong. It's not real.
It's rough. Like Light said, if it ain't rough, it ain't right. And if it's wrong, and it's all wrong for the light or some stuff like that. I don't know. Don't touch the water, y'all. Anyway, we'll see you next week at the same time, 8 o'clock on Voices Randomish. We hope you have a great weekend. As always, you know, we the only channel that's asking you what's
your
frequency.
I'll be damned. We got it tonight, y'all.